Hello, everybody. Welcome to Questionable Lock, where we give you free and current sports bets from a rather questionable group of avid sports goers. I'm Taylor Stahl,
I'm Carson Marsh.
I'm Sebastian Atashi.
and this is our Super Bowl segment for this upcoming Sunday. Chiefs and the Bucks. Boys, where do we even start with this game?
So, Taylor, you got to excuse yourself for driving to Vegas right now to put a huge prop bet on Tails. Tails never fails. Tails minus 104. We're getting right into it today. We got a bunch of prop bets to talk about. Let's go really quick. Head your Tails. What are you going with? We're going to ask why. Tails?
Tails.
Okay. Quick shout out, Matt Bates.
First thing that came to my head, you said heads or tails. I said tails.
There you go. Quick shout out, Matt Bates, CEO of Questionable Lock or whatever he is. 6,000 bet on Tails tonight. We absolutely love that. Moving on, we got Latham National Anthem. We got Eric Church and somebody else. It is at a minute, or it's at 118 seconds, which is basically 2 minutes. We had the under last year, the over the year before. Demi serving the under, and then we had someone hitting the over the year before. We had two people singing, Aretha Franklin and something. Someone else.
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin hit she hit the over in 2006 at 2 minutes and 9. The last time there was a duet. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking you got to go over on this one. Big O.
Yeah, I'm thinking you got to go under on this one.
There's two people though. They're gonna be sharing the spotlight.
They're gonna be sharing the spotlight, not wanting to take too much of the spotlight, wanting to kind of like make sure they're on the right, I think it's going to be
but what if they switch? What if they switch words? What if it's like, oh, say, can you see? Like, how would that affect? I think that would go way over.
That's the thing. We don't know their plan. We don't know what's good.
We don't know their plan. What if one of them is just standing there humming?
Quick shout out, Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer, 102 million. Just getting this now. Insider sources from Questionable Lock telling us he's on a 3-year, $102 million deal, $40 million in 2021, $45 million in 2022.
He has opt-outs. He has opt-outs after year 1 and year 2 also.
Exactly. So, like Questionable Lock sources are telling us this. They're telling us this. So, we got other great bets. We got passing yards for Tom Brady is at over 290.5. He's hit this in his last 3 Super Bowls. What do you think about this? The over/under is set at 56. They're taking this like this is going to be a high-scoring game. I don't know how high this could be, but I also think that I'm going to have to go with the over on this one.
Sorry, what is it again?
290. 290.
The Chiefs secondary has been spectacular throughout this playoffs. We're not giving them enough credit. We'll see.
Retweet. If that was a tweet, I'd retweet it.
Okay, well, if that was a tweet, this is not a tweet, unfortunately.
This is an under.
You got to think that I'm going to have to go over with this one. Got to. Over 2.5 TD passes at plus 140. I'm going big on the O. I think Tom Brady gets 3 or 4 TDs in the Super Bowl. What do you think? Super Bowl MVP, I think literally in every Super Bowl except for one. I mean, every Super Bowl.
2.5? I'll take 3.
Yeah, okay, so we'll take the over on that. Brady interception, just really walked right into that set. Good job. Minus 140 on the over. I am going big O on this one. I think
big O. Handing out O's.
I think, yeah, we're handing out O's today. It's like tic-tac-toe in here. We're going O's. No X's, though. Total points. Okay, so this is another great line that the sources are literally blasting into my ear right now. Total points for Harrison Butker at 7.5. The over is set at minus 130. I think it's a big O day. It's a big O day.
Big O day. Throw the O's.
We're not going to cheer for a boring Super Bowl, man. You know
that's
what
I'm
not
saying.
What we want.
We can't accept.
Real men don't to the under.
Okay, but 56 is a lot of points for a Super Bowl. I'm going to lean under. I'm leaning under. Field goal under. On
Push.
That. I have to.
Push.
Okay, that's pretty crazy.
Wait, what was
push it? It's 56. It got bet down from 57.5, which is like that. Like this game could be 28-24.
I agree. It could be 30-10. Honestly,
I don't know. We got to get the math check on that. But we like total points. Harrison Butker. He also has an over 1.5 on field goal attempts at minus 140, which he just has to attempt 2 field goals. Not that Kansas City is a big field goal team, but he's a good haircut. Yeah, I mean, he always got to attempt 2 field goals. So
I think that's in game. Like I feel like I can see that.
I'm with that one. I'm also with the what is it? 7.5 points.
Yeah, it's 7.5.
I think he might get
Who is this for?
It's Harrison Butker.
7.5.
7.5.
if you take the over on his field goal attempts, you got to take the over on the 7.5 because they're going to score at least 3 touchdowns, 2 field goal attempts. That's 9 right there.
If he makes, hopefully he makes those field goal attempts. Travis Kelce, Tyreek both have over 90. So Hill is at 94.5. Kelsey's at 98.5. Kelsey's been scoring. He's been going off these playoffs. He's been having 100-yard games both these times. Tyreek a little bit more inconsistent, but big game Tyreek. The joystick is out.
Exactly.
Maybe a surprise little Super Bowl MVP bet at like something about plus 500, somewhere around there. We like that. I don't know. I kind of like that in the sense that like if you're going to take a flyer on it, you can take like a $10 bet on it or something.
Right.
Because I don't like the Brady MVP because he's plus 150, and I think Tampa Bay's plus 140 for an overall win. So like if you're going to take the Tom Brady MVP bet, I feel like you might as well just take the Bucs with where they're going. Yeah, but Kelsey's at over 98.5. I like Kelsey at over 98.5.
I agree.
Tyreek I also like at over 94.5. I feel like I'm taking a lot of these.
There's just no way they
overs.
You have to. We don't want to
game. And under I like though is Sammy Watkins under 3.5 just because I think he's been limited this week. He's been limited in practice, and actually I think last Super Bowl he did have a decent game. But I do like under for 3.5 there. And then Godwin's total is 79 at plus 120. I think Antonio Brown is back. So his over is at 79 at plus 120. Godwin and Brady have had a great connection, especially through these playoffs. And I do kind of like the over there. Definitely a little sketchier. But something to definitely look at. Mike Evans TD prop is always kind of, it's enticing. We got
frozen on you.
Nah, he's
what? Did I freeze? I'm frozen.
Nah, you're good. You're good. A little bit, but it's fine.
A little bit. It's all good. It's all good. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, first reception over 4.5 yards. Kind of like the over on that too. A little dish out to Clyde. He's just running it.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Getting into some real in-depth bets now.
Right? This is like getting the deep stuff. This is like the deepest, darkest, D-gen stuff you will ever find. I didn't even know you could make the Don McCon bets. I don't even think I said the name right. Total tackles and assists. Over 2.5 at minus 135.
Oh, and Dominican Sue bets.
Tackles and assists.
I don't know.
Tackles and assists. Yeah, I don't know. I think push. You can't even push on that. Push. Yeah. Why not? Push. Maybe take the under. Maybe take the over. I know there's a lot of bets you can take. I'll probably take the over. I mean, there's literally a whole plethora of bets that you could take on this game. But I think what the people are really wondering is who's winning this game. You got Kansas City -3, the Bucs +3, plus 145 for the Bucs, minus 165 for Kansas City. Over under set at 56 after beating bet down 1.5 points. Where are we going with this and why? Why? Where? Why? How?
As much as Tom Brady is the GOAT,
how? When? Who?
The Chiefs are too good for me to bet against them. I think you made a good point on the show last week, CJ, saying maybe you let the Bucs get a tud, score a tud, and then you live bet the Chiefs type of thing.
Be a good thing. I'm not going to do that in Vegas.
I do think it's a good game. I think it's going to be a good game. I think Tom Brady will keep him in it. But when it comes down to it, might be a fourth quarter. Tom Brady in the fourth quarter last week didn't look too great, did he?
Did not.
The Chiefs soaked.
It also might be a 20-point game.
What is your final score prediction?
I'll stay away from the spread, but
final score prediction. Also, player of the game, not necessarily MVP, but player of the game.
I will say, wow. Let's see. I will say under. I'm with you. I don't think the over will hit now at 56. So I'll say 31-24, right on the under 55. It's mine.
Okay.
55. Yep. And I mean, dude, he's the best player in the league. I'm not gonna say that Patrick Mahomes will be the best player on the field.
Okay. Taylor, what do you think?
I'm going to. Unfortunately, I think I kind of have to jump on the whole Patty Mahomes thing just because I think that obviously they wouldn't be here without him, but I just think that this man is coming for the I think he's coming for blood. I think he's coming for a lot of different reasons than everyone else. I think he has something to show in this game more than really anyone else. And especially playing against the GOAT, QB. Like, I just feel like I would player of the game in my opinion.
This is a chance for him to.
This is the chance for him. Exactly. This is a chance for him to like really like he's already made a name for himself, but to like actually, like prove himself. Like I actually am.
And Brady.
Exactly.
So I'm recording this.
That's why I think that he would be the player of the game. In my perspective. I also score-wise, I'd not do the under. I don't know on that one. I also
if Tom Brady does it again, man, I deserve everything that I've said.
Yeah, we deserve everything. But I don't know. Obviously, you can't really go against GOAT, but I just
Chiefs are better than. The Chiefs are just so good.
Chiefs are better.
It's not like it's just Brady on Mahomes,
I think it's gonna be like a 40s in the 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's gonna be like a touchdown and a half, kind of. Like a touchdown and like an extra point.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Well, I'm sure you're begging to know what I'm thinking. Well, thank you for asking. But I'm gonna have to fade both of you. Play some devil's advocates. I'm gonna say Tampa Bay. +3 is the call. I think Tampa Bay wins this game. Tom Brady wins games he's not supposed to.
Wow.
Tom Brady wins games he's not supposed to. The Chiefs sleepwalk, and they were down 10 in the Super Bowl last year, caught up the 49ers. I just think that this team, what Tom Brady's doing, he wins games he's not supposed to. I think the player of this game could be Chris Godwin or someone even like Devin White. Devin White, recency bias. But I'm going to have to say Chris Godwin, player of the game, other than Tom Brady, of course. But I'm going to say Tampa Bay wins this. They get a Super Bowl at home. They're playing at home. They're home underdogs. They're playing a Super Bowl with 25,000 fans. And you have Tom Brady as your quarterback.
That's how good they are.
The Chiefs?
The team has Patrick
Mahomes. The Chiefs are a better team. But it doesn't matter because the Packers were a better team. And they beat the Packers.
Yeah, but the Packers do that.
The Packers do that. They do that.
The Packers and the Chiefs are different teams still.
I also think that Andy Reid blows Bruce Arians out of the water. I think he's a far better coach. I honestly do not think that Bruce Arians is that great of a coach, but you have Tom Brady as your coach. Like, he is the Patriot way, just in Florida.
Literally.
I'll just shut up. Florida real quick. But I also really like the under as well. I think it's like 28-24. Or I don't know. I'm actually staying away. I would be pretty inclined to stay away from this money line stuff. But +3 or you can bet it up would be great. But it's it's going to be a good game. It's going to be good. If I had to pick a player though on Kansas City, who I think the player of the game could be, I would honestly think it's Travis Kelce, best tight end in history. He just is.
I was thinking that too. I was really thinking that too. Heart
of the soul. It could be a fun little MVP bet on him. Because I do think this is a game you sprinkle your money in different places. You probably have little $20 bets on stuff. You're gonna have some fun. I think my questionable lock of this whole game though is the over on the national anthem. I think it's a lock.
I agree.
You know Eric Church. He likes his. I
literally couldn't tell you one single song. But
Talladega's great song.
Under. Watch out.
He was so if he takes. Okay, let's say Talladega. He goes Talladega. Like that's like a couple seconds right there. So when he's saying, whatever the lyrics are. Okay,
I'm sure he knows the line. Though.
Taylor's now on photo. Look at that. I just want everybody to look at this photo of Taylor. Taylor, great photo right here. Great compliments to her hair going on. She's back. But yes. Nope, and she's back. She's a painting. Well, if we can look at this photo of Taylor right now, we see that she's a hoop earring. Okay.
Catfish.
Anyways, those are all the bets I have for this great audience that is listening captively. And Taylor is literally on her way to Vegas in a car with questionable choices of clothing behind her.
Not to bet, but to watch a bunch of people bet.
There you go.
Tell them that they're
Taylor is observing.
I'm an observer. Carson will be here tomorrow.
I will be on the streets. Carson on the streets.
On the streets of Las Vegas.
On the streets, of course.
So
Seb, you got your mic off, buddy.
I know
He's been
that
off
my
his
mic
shit
is
today.
off. All right.
He's been off it today.
Go Chiefs. Go Chiefs. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness, guys. Tom Brady, after he loses, Peyton Manning will go back to being the GOAT.
Oh God, get out of here! Leave the chat.
Let's end the show now.
Cut it.
Check out the live tweets on this game because we're gonna be
That's facts.
We're gonna be on it. It's gonna be hilarious. And
as always, questionablelock.com.
Anthem, hammer the over. Hammer the over.
.com.
Okay.
Anyway. .gov. Questionablelock.gov.
We'll see you guys on Monday with
Bye.
hopefully a Chiefs.
Last the over, and then the under, and then the over, and then the under, and the over, and the under.